guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the mentality of Kazakh people. The first fact I want to start with taxi drivers here because, well, in general, most of the people when they see a foreigner here, they think that he is rich, and it doesn't matter if he works in the university, if he came here only as a student. Exchange doesn't matter. Most of the people think here you are some kind of a Bill Gates. So when you come to the airport, you will get out of the building and you will see lots and lots of guys telling you, coming up to you and telling you, taxi, 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 taxi. You can, of course, ask them like how much it's gonna be there and there, and they will be very bad. They might start telling you that it will take you $500 to get from the airport to the city center. And I worked a lot with the foreigners in the past, and I know that there were so many examples when foreigners who would come, for example, from London would give $200 to the drivers just to get to the city center. And that's why these taxi drivers still do it. If you want to still go with these people who are saying you taxi, 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 don't give them more than 2,000 tenge. Well, if it's gonna be late night, 3,000, but not more than 3,000. I personally and all of the locals, we pay 1,500. Or if, for example, I come in the morning, I can give them 1,200, not more. So there is another way. If you don't want to, deal with this screaming people, taxi, 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 you need to buy yourself a SIM card. It's very easy. You can buy it on the first floor of the airport. You just come up to these place and buy the SIM card. Usually on the SIM cards there's already some balance, some internet, but I would also advise you to take some tariff, if it's in English, right, with already unlimited internet. Even if you're going to be staying here only for a few days, trust me, internet here is very, very cheap. It will cost you about $8 with the unlimited calls, with unlimited internet. It will be better, and in this way you can call yourself for Uber. So that's like the perfect way. So, okay, you're already in Almaty, you're having fun, you're going out, you already met some friends, and somebody of them invites you to be their guest. So, the first thing, remember, when you go here to guest, you need to bring something with you. It can be alcohol like wine, vodka. It can be candies, it can be tea, like to buy a big box of the tea. Or we also have, when you go to the supermarket and on the shelves with the tea, you can have some beautiful boxes with the tea. You can buy it. And also find out if your host has children. It will be very nice of you to buy these children the candies. Okay, so now you're in the house, you're in the hall, and you should take off your shoes. We here all take off our shoes because the streets are not clean here, and especially it gets very nasty in the spring. It gets very nasty in the fall, and usually here we don't take care too much of the streets, and usually they're very dirty. You can see people going out with their animals. They do their poo-poo or they pee somewhere, and then you can just step on this poo-poo or pee or whatever it can be, you know, somebody smoking and they throw it away, and you just like step and step and step and step, and then if you don't take off your shoes, you know, all of your apartment will be in all of these dirts. So that's why here, as soon as we enter the house, we do take off our shoes. One more interesting thing which I've noticed when I started in the university, I lived in the dormitory with one foreign girl, and she had her friend who came over to us, and they were about to go somewhere. So what my roommate did, she just made her friend sit in the corner. So she didn't tell her like, come on in, let's have some tea. That was so strange for me, and I remember I was telling it to everybody. I'm like, do you imagine, can you imagine she did that? Because here, if for example you are coming to my house, and I will never ever leave you to sit next to the door. I will tell you, come in please, let's have some tea while you're waiting for me, and please let's have some drink, and I made a pie, or I have some treats for you which I brought from Dubai or whatever I was, or maybe I just brought from a supermarket. Please eat with me, or I can even say let's have lunch together. And it's not gonna be, you know, it's not like pre-organized, you don't know that in advance. So if someone comes just because he comes, you know, because he can come without even calling, and I can say, okay, let's go have some tea, let's go eat, and I will never, like, we will never make a person wait, you know, sit and wait for us in the hall. That will be considered very rude. Thing which I've learned from my foreign friend is that he said that for him it was so interesting that whenever you enter the room and you have to shake the hands, and you should never ever shake the hands, you know, like you should just enter the room and then shake the hands. You cannot like be, you know, like shaking hands, not crossing the door. So this is said to be very rude. In like a foreign country, it's normal. Here, it's not normal. You shake the hands when you see the person, and you do shake the hand. You say like bye-bye to a person. That's a must, and if you don't do that, that will be considered very rude of you. Flowers. Never give even amount of flowers, because here even amount of flowers are only for the funeral. If you give a girl even amount of flowers, she will probably be with that flowers. And the last fact is, as I've already told you, Kazakh people are very hospitable, and we are always ready to welcome you in our house. And if, for example, you're traveling alone and you get lost, don't worry. You can come up to any person and ask him for the road, and I'm 100% sure that the person will not just tell you where to go or how to go, but if he's on his car, if he has a car, he will even drive you there. That's all for the 7 facts about our mentality. Of course, there are more of them, and I will be putting more videos and telling you about our culture, about what we do here, how we live here. And if you still have questions, please leave them in the comments below or send it to my email. I will be very happy to answer all of your questions, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.